too much. Cut my head off.
We're back. Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome back to MK Quilts. We got the whole team in the house again today. So we're just going to wait a few minutes. I always like to make sure that I did everything right and that I see some people hopping on. Oh, yeah. Patricia gets the first gold star. So, Pat, how did you enjoy your class with Ellen? I heard it was fantabulous. Really sorry that I missed that. Hey, Sandra. Hi, Marion. Hey, Marion, we have news for you. So once again, I'm going to ask you to send me an email to remind me to send you a message or call you or text you. So we have updated information for you about our trip up there to help you move. All right. Well, hi, everybody. Hi, Pam. See everybody jumping on. This is great. Thanks, Marion. All right. Well, I kind of have a long list, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. Ellen is watching the comments, so if you have any questions or comments or whatnot, just go ahead and drop them below. Well, I am back again from a wonderful whirlwind trip. Hi, Diane. Wonderful whirlwind trip to Kentucky. What a beautiful part of the country. It was so lush and green up there, and I just had a fantastic time. It was my first time in Paducah when the place was actually open. Like we've driven through a couple of times before on our way, like driving to and from Minnesota, but it was always on a Sunday and nothing was open. But I just want to once again thank my host out there for having me, Nancy. It was so much fun, and the group was wonderful. Our day in Paducah was fun. Hancock's was fun. All of our eating out and everything, and the sim session was really, really great. So, but it's good to be home for a little bit anyways. I'm leaving tomorrow. So, Paul, what did you and Samson do while I was gone?
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
laid around, did absolutely nothing. It was great.
He's being facetious, I know. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and check my notes. We're going to get going. And what has been going on since we saw you last? So last week I didn't have a live feed, but you saw that I kind of did a little bit of a compilation video from my time in Paducah. But prior to that, the last time that we saw you live was 4th of July weekend when we did our live infomercial kind of thing. So you guys, that was something that Paul and I threw together kind of last minute, but I think it was really, really a good idea, if I might say so myself. We had a good number of people that night that joined the event that stayed with us the whole time. I really meant for it to be an hour. Oh, I was kind of longer than an hour, wasn't I, honey?
A little bit.
A little bit. But we got a lot of good chatter out of that event. We've been talking to a lot of people. Well, Paul has, because I've been on the road. But we have gotten a lot of leads, a lot of chatter, a lot of positive reinforcement and out of that event. So just kind of as a piggyback onto that event, the promotion that Handy Quilter was having that started 4th of July weekend, one of the reasons why we did that during that time, that promotion has been extended to next Monday. So you guys, this is a brand new promotion from Handy Quilter. They've not done this one before, and it is a very, very generous shopping spree that you can go on. And basically, if you buy a machine, you get, depending on what machine you buy, you get a shopping spree with MK to pick out additional items that you might want to go with your machine. If you buy the machine and the Pro Stitcher, you get even more money to spend in the way of add-ons and additional type things. So just kind of consider that. We are not, like we said on the infomercial that night, we are not pressure people in any way, shape, or form. But we do want to, as we mentioned that night, we do want to get a feel for when you might be thinking about this, and if you're thinking about choosing MK Quilts, we kind of need to get those in the pipeline and know what we're dealing with. So thank you so much for those of you who joined us. We've already had some people come for test drives. We are having some more people come for test drives soon. And for all of the people who have been referring people to us as well, thank you for that. And just remember that referral bonus that you can get, referral credit for referring somebody to us for a machine sale. And it can be anywhere from $250 to $500 on a new machine sale. What I do want to mention is hopefully by tonight or tomorrow, both of my floor model machines here in the shop, my Forte and my Amara, are going to be going up for sale. Okay, so we've had them just a few months, but you know, they've been getting some work here in the studio, so they're gently used. Paul will make sure to give both of them the once over, make sure they're all cleaned and timed and spick and span. Of course, any floor model that we sell, that we turn over, that will have the remaining balance of the manufacturer's warranty, and of course the Pro Stitcher updates. And anybody who buys a floor model from us, we treat you like owners as well. So you get my training videos, you get Paul's tech advice, all of that. Now the only thing that may be an additional charge on a floor model is travel and setup. Okay, so you know, new machine sales, we can bundle all of that in a new machine sale to come and do all of the setup and whatnot, right, Paul?
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Poor Paul. He's like, what do I have to say today? I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'll just hold the dog. So anyways, just keep that in mind. For the floor model sales, anywhere in the state of Florida, we will deliver and set up and come and do that for you. Outside of the state of Florida, we'll just take that on a case-by-case basis. First money down is the first one to get the machine. And for this time on the floor models, even though I listed them in other places the last time, we're just going to list them through MK Quilts right now. It's the easiest way for us to maintain our own and watch our own website for that, okay? All right, so watch for that. If you're interested in a floor model, might be the time to grab one that's been working here. All right, let's see. Oh, I did want to mention about that infomercial that we did. It's still available over on the MK Quilts Facebook page, but really Paul edited it all up and spiffed it up and put it on the YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
because somebody likes to do live stuff, so when we had a little audio volume glitch, I went back, and the one on YouTube, I tried to even out the volume because when the phone flipped to the other camera, the microphone did not for some reason. So whoever actually watched the live feed, I commend you because it was not pretty, but
Well,
we cleaned it up as best we could.
this is why I keep him around. Well, for other reasons too. Actually, I was just looking into the camera at myself. I look a little different, don't I? Did you see my new spectacles? Aren't they awesome? Okay, thank you to the other famous.
She's not making those. Michael Kors got a big chunk of our money. Yes.
Yeah. Well, they weren't that expensive, honest. Okay, let's see. What else do I got here? One of the comments that we got, or I got, about the infomercial that we did was that I didn't talk about Pro Stitcher enough. Oh, for Pete's sake, Pro Stitcher is my thing. If you can't tell that I love Pro Stitcher, and if you can't pick up enough about Pro Stitcher from everything that I chatter about, then you're missing something. No, seriously, you know, any question any of y'all want to know about Pro Stitcher, I love talking Pro Stitcher. When I start talking Pro Stitcher, it rolls out of me like water. So, you know, we didn't stop and talk about Pro Stitcher a lot that night, but of course I can't imagine why anybody would buy a system without it. That's just me. All right, let's see, what else we got on the list for today? I basically just wanted to wrap up the talk about that infomercial with, hopefully you can see and you can recommend to your friends that we're kind of different in the way that we're approaching this, right? I hope that comes through. We're just talking to Ellen. Ellen actually has a couple of friends that are interested in machines, and you know, she was talking to one of the friends. She invited her friend to watch the live feed, and the friend was like, gosh, I can just get a feeling about them by just watching these live feeds and things that we do. And I'm glad that shows through, because this is just who we are. I'm kind of wild and crazy. And Ellen, God bless this woman, she's kind of keeping me focused when I'm here in the shop and other things. And we've got now Teresa at home that has taken our shipping department and just absolutely ran with it. And I just feel like I can be me. I could be crazy me and happy me and quilting. It's awesome. All right. So what else has been happening outside of the stitch along? I just want to make sure that I didn't forget. Oh, nope, it's coming up. Okay, so the stitch along that I was doing, that big, it was on the frame for like, I don't know, 3 weeks. It was the pattern from my friend Deb Heatherly, my friend and designer Deb Heatherly. This is the pattern. If you guys want to get it, it's a really awesome, very striking quilt. It's called All Paths Lead Home by Deb Heatherly. And basically, I kind of suspended tip of the week as I went through that stitch along so that I could just share with you all kinds of things that I was doing on that. Not a full-on class, not a class. It was just me talking and filming and showing you different things. What I plan to do is go back, or maybe what I plan to have him do, is go back and take all of that footage and put it into one large video. But what I'm really planning to do before I do that is to get the quilt bound. I've been working on that at home. Put it up one last time and just talk to you about it, and so that we can just kind of tie up the loose ends on that one. All right, what else is coming down the pipe? Well, I put that poll up in the group, oh gosh, again, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, asking you how many of you would be interested in doing my online double wedding ring class. And oh my gosh, lots of you responded that you would like to do that. So I want to let you know that I have secured the permissions from the makers of the Quilt Smart product. I like to do things by the book, and I wanted to make sure that the creators of that were okay, because this whole double wedding ring thing, I have taken the Quilt Smart and their kit and their instructions and their product, and I've kind of put my own MK spin on it. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that everything was all, copacetic there, and they've just been wonderful dealing with me. Now, the only thing that's holding me back right now is one supplier with a tool that I need for that class. So Ellen is going to help me with that whenever I can get around to doing some filming. We are going to do it as an online class, very similar to the other online classes that I have on my rental site. What I'm planning to do is kind of do that class in chunks, release it in, steps. And then by the very end of the class, again, we'll make sure that it's all bundled together. Whoever buys the class will get all of the steps. And then going forward, when I'm done with the class, whoever wants to buy the class after it's all bundled, then they get the whole thing all at once. Okay, so that's my plan. Keep watching. Double Wedding Ring has just kind of taken off again. It's kind of weird how it's happened with me with that pattern over the years. Like I teach it and then it goes away, and then I teach it and it goes away. And now it's back in a big way right now. So wonderful. Okay, what else had been happening since we saw you last? Our loading video that I did for Little Buddy, little foot frame with the Little Buddy system. Boy, I have gotten a lot of feedback on that. And so thank you for that. And thank you to the other people who allowed me to post the links in their groups and their pages and whatnot. I really appreciate that. And all I will say about that system is the Little Buddy system is very easy to add on to a little foot frame. And so I'm just going to ask that, if you're considering Little Buddy, we would appreciate your business on that here in the United States. So if you're looking to buy one, mkquilts.com. The last time I looked, which was just like 2 or 3 days ago, Handy Quilter still had introductory pricing going on the Little Buddy. So we will obviously honor that from Handy Quilter. All right, my events. Boy, I'm really sorry, honey. You're just like, do you have anything you want to say?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Oh, okay. Well, like Melissa had said, I am always happy to talk to people, and I just had one person call right before this, and I will get right back with her here. Hopefully she finds her way onto the group here and can check this out. But a couple people have been asking about doing quilting as a small business. These are people that currently have jobs, but they're like, I'm getting too old to keep doing what I've been doing, and I'm looking to get into something that is less physical or for whatever reason. And I've been able to point out to them that we're in a unique position as well. Having gone through that, have made it our own small business. We are working with other people that have bought machines from us that are turning it into a money-making small business. I will in the future, well, I do it on the side right now, offer technical support. I mean, if you're a quilter, you don't have to worry about making a website, or worse, paying somebody to maintain a website. You know, there are very inexpensive methods. We will help you through that process as well. So for those of you out there that are thinking small business on the side or something you want to do moving into retirement, we'll work with you. I mean, it doesn't have to be today, but start talking about it today so you know what needs to be considered as you move forward. So that's all I thought about from the conversation this week. So gave her a break. Now she can.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like really hoarse. I got home from my last trip, and I guess maybe it's just because I do all the talking at my events, and like I'm not sick. I don't feel bad in any way. It's just my throat, and I sound funny. But anyway, speaking of events, so tomorrow I leave for a huge event up in the Akron, Ohio area. So I want to give a shout out to our owner up there, Carol Archer. Carol owns Ohio Star Quilt. It's a quilt shop outside of Akron. And she was a handy quilter owner, but she bought another machine for us, was gracious enough to say, you know what, MK, I would open up the shop for you to come and teach. So tomorrow I'm getting on a plane. I'm actually going to see some people that are friends of ours that live in Florida part of the year and in Ohio part of the year. So tomorrow I'm going to do that, catch up with some folks. And then Thursday, I am all for training one-on-one with Carol. Okay, so currently as it stands, I am still going out to my machine owners. If, you know, we had worked this out before. So I'm going for one full day. Whatever Carol needs, I am there at her disposal for Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday, we have a very large, it's going to be my largest sim session to date. I think we have 14 or 15 people signed up for my sim session at Ohio Star Quilt. So Carol, here I come. I'm really, really looking forward to it. The following weekend, man, I am just on the road. The following weekend, I have one additional opening for my session in Wakeland, Mississippi. All right, so all of that information is on the website, but I would love to see you there. Now, just really, really important to note, the Mississippi event is a Thursday and a Friday. That's a little bit different than what I normally do, okay? My events after that, my Wisconsin and my Minnesota events are sold out, so we're not even talking about those. All right? One thing I do want to mention about my events, you guys, is I get a lot of emails, people reaching out saying, I never got a confirmation, or I don't know where I'm going, I need the address, I need a hotel room. I apologize if I don't respond to those in a quick enough manner for you guys. You should receive a notification when your credit card processes, should they not, honey?
Yes, an email goes out from the store.
Okay, just know that I am keeping the lists. Actually, I am going to ask Paul or Ellen to run me one more update for some of my events past Minnesota, so that I know that I haven't missed anybody. But please feel free to reach out at any point and ask me, you know, did my thing go through? Where's the address? Obviously, I don't print or publish the addresses of my hosts online. I will take it offline with you and do that one-on-one so that you know where you're going if you need to get a hotel and whatnot. Okay, so if you reached out to me, I feel like somebody reached out to me recently and it's lost in email somewhere. So if you reached out to me, please just reach out again. I apologize about that. And if you have any other questions about the events, just reach out and I'll get you what you need to know. All right. Okay, that's that. Frames. I don't know what that, maybe it was my frames on my face. So,
Say, those questions for Paul.
Yeah, so Pam King is asking a question about, did I see any great laptop deals on Amazon Prime? And the short answer is no. I didn't spend a lot of time, but I was actually pretty disappointed with some of the tech deals. Some of the stuff which you see out there discounted is older technology and things. So Unfortunately, Melissa and my used laptops never made it to customers. Our family, extended family, sort of asked for them, and we're giving them the family discount. So we're shipping out our old laptops, but keeping it in the family. Now, if you do need a laptop and need help choosing one, finding one, it's the type of thing that hit and miss. Sometimes it's Costco, sometimes it's Best Buy, even Staples will, but just looking at the components and making a decision, that's something I do with a lot of people. And reach out, schedule some time with me if you have some questions, and I'll be more than happy to. But yeah, there wasn't any big, I'd get out there and throw it on the board if I saw something like, here's, you're saving $200, buy this one quick. I've done that before, but.
So we get so many questions, and especially leading into my sim events, we get so many questions about what computers will run sim and Art and Stitch and all of that. And Paul has been so gracious. And I just want to reiterate, I know we always get new people on the board, that what we offer here through MK Quilts as far as Paul's tech services are free to our owners, okay? So you buy a machine, a system from us, you got computer problems, doesn't even have to be necessarily quilting computer problems. He helps our owners, free of charge. If you don't want to wait in line with Handy Quilter, or you just want a little bit more personalized, private help, Paul does have an hourly fee for that if you're not an owner, but he helps so many people with that. As a matter of fact, my host out in Kentucky got her computer, shaped up and stuff for our event, and I got out there and she's like, Melissa, Paul has the patience of Job. He was like so calm with me, and he just got everything worked out, and I'm like, why do you think I love him so much? So please reach out, and you can make a contact with Paul. You don't necessarily even have to prepay. Just reach out to him, Paul at mkquilts.com. Let him know what your concerns are, or your issues, or your questions, and he will get back to you, set up a time, and take it away.
Whoa, that's a break. She doesn't respond that fast usually. No, my one recommendation for anyone with a computer running slow is turn it on, get it on the internet, set the power setting so that it won't go to sleep if you walk away. So many computers are set to 20 minutes after you walk away, they shut off. And so many people never get the updates they need from Microsoft and just the software updates. So you need to give it at least one night a week to get its work done. Otherwise, the next time you turn it on, it's trying to catch up and do all this other stuff. And that's been the case for a lot of these things. I had to basically get on the computer one day, get it updated, and say, well, I'll log on it tomorrow to actually do what we need to do, because it's too bad. So it's something that's free. I think I've written some blogs on it and talked about it, but it's basically your power settings. Make sure your computer stays on and let it be on and do its work, and it'll run a lot faster for you. So there's the tip of the week. I actually have to share with you guys, I was out in Kentucky, and one of the students was having a couple of issues with her computer with SIM. Her SIM was crashing, and I forget what else was why something was happening. Anyways, I was just about to pick up the phone to call Paul, and I was like, wait a minute. He told me to try to do the reinstall with the repair instead of just a straight install of 501. Try to install 501 with repair mode, and it worked. Honey, something you taught me sunk in, and I remembered it. Hold on. Can you mark this on the calendar? I was right, okay? Doesn't happen often, but...
Yeah. Speaking of support, you guys, too, I just want to mention this, and I don't want this to come across the wrong way. Please don't think that what I'm about to say is any negative in any way. But my services, what I offer to people as well, I think I mentioned it a few months ago that I maybe was going to be pulling back a little bit with, a lot of the stuff that I put out there in responses on other sites and whatnot. Again, for our owners have a direct line to us, okay? I actually was just on a one-on-one WebEx call this afternoon with an owner of ours who needed a little assistance, no problem, set a time. I am yours for anything you need. Just over the weekend, I had somebody reach out from like Canada somewhere. All right, I'm happy to take a phone call and help as much as I can. Just know that that takes up my time too, right? And my time is also becoming very, very valuable. So if you need help, if you're not getting what you need from your local retailer, and this is not, again, it's not negative, it's not a slam, it's not anything. But if you need my assistance, I am happy to help. I do have private instruction rates that I do as well. And I'm happy to schedule a time with you, and let's just start and do something one-on-one, specifically tailored to what you need, okay? Otherwise, I'm just not available as much as I have been. And it's been wonderful for me. I am having the most fun this year traveling and teaching. I love it. But I'm not available as much to help with the one-on-one little things like I used to be. I don't know. It's just the way of it. All right. Well, I think that's all we got on the list. No other questions there. Okay, Ellen, what's the question?
Did you draw the winner for the couple of items from your infomercial?
Oh, no, we didn't. It's still sitting over there on the desk, and we should probably chatter about that because they extended the event. So what that giveaway was, Paul, do you want to run grab it? Yep. It's right next to my computer to monitor. What we did at the end of the infomercial was any of you who are seriously considering a machine purchase, okay, if you will fill out the form, Paul, I can post the link below. Paul, you have a special link for it, right? It's the request for quote form.
It's on 4 different pages, every machine page. It's not hard to find. So
okay, so what we're asking is if you're really, really considering sometime within the next, even year, sometime between now and the next year, if you will initiate and officialize that request from us so that we can open a dialogue. We're not going to pressure you. We just want to see where you're at. If you will fill out all that information, give us your contact information so we can plug you in our little system and our calendar. We are having a giveaway for this handy quilter tumbler. They're in short supply since Academy, apparently. Inside is a zinger and a scissor. Sorry if you can't see it. A scissor and a zinger and a couple of packs of needles. Of course, the ballpoint needles, okay? So we will take a look at all of the people who have reached out to us and formalized that process. And Monday is the deadline for the new promotion extension period.
And all owners watching this, you can just put, I'm already an owner, and still be put in the drawing, so we don't leave you out either.
Yep, and if you want to give us a referral that we can reach out to, and it's basically just, it's a nice little thing, and we just want to know when these potential machine sales are going to be dropping. And you guys, this promotion right now, it's a good one. I'm just saying, it's a good one. All right, let's take you around the horn
I
and.
have another question.
Oh my gosh.
How does the tablet on my long arm get updates since it isn't online?
How do your tablets get updates? So if you install 501, you will find a file that's called pre-install that comes with it. That file is what puts on the necessary Microsoft updates or libraries that would normally come across the network Ethernet connection. So that's how they keep it updated. And they do that for a specific reason, and so I'll caution anyone who hasn't heard this speech before. If you put that thing on the network and Windows starts updating itself, you will most likely break your system, and Handy Quilter will require you to ship it back to them so they could re-image it. So in order to give you a good stable product, or as best that they can, they're locking down the controller on your machine so that they know what software version you've got on it will work with Pro Stitcher. And so the Pro Stitchers are tested. So when you start talking about having to test every change that might come through the auto updates, that's a lot of resources. We'd rather have them working on testing new features and things. So that's really the strategy there. But I'm a nerd. I would love to put it on the internet so that I can jump on it and actually see what you're doing. But
No.
It's not a good idea.
No.
Not a good idea.
Great questions, you guys. And I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I forgot to mention one thing, and I haven't specifically been told that I can't mention it. So a whole bunch of people out at Academy got a little bit of sneak peek. You guys, there's some new functionality coming down the pipe for Pro Stitcher. I can't wait. I haven't even really seen all of it, but I kind of know a few things. Just know, you guys, that when it is released, I will be on it. I will be like probably the first one to download it. I'm not doing any beta testing right now for Handy Quilters, so I don't know if they've cut me off from that or what, but I am so excited. When I heard people that were at Academy were reaching out to me and chattering about it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, let's take a look at what's on the frames. Okay, I'm going to start over here on McFinity, and here is this beautiful small little whole cloth that I've been showing you over the last couple of days. And what I'm planning to do, sorry for anyone who's not in this category right now, what I'm planning to do is do a brief little video on how I did that for my owners, okay? Kind of testing some new content that might be coming down the road. So just keep watching, and if you want to get that, yeah, okay. Over here on McForte, and isn't McForte beautiful? She's going on the market, and yeah, maybe she can come and live and work at your studio. Here is a beautiful Quilt of Valor quilt Ellen just finished up earlier today. She's been using one of my favorite pantos. I don't know what, Ellen, do you remember what this panto's called?
You have it labeled as QOV.
Oh.
So,
I feel like it was one of the free ones or something. I can't remember. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit more research on that and post the name for that one, because I really love it. It's great. Over here is another charity quilt for my friend, one of my friends from Guild. Really pretty colors on that one. And then I did want to I just spied over here as I walk over towards the Simply. Ellen did a free motion class here in the studio with some of my owners last week while I was gone. And she had done this little quilt. Ellen, do you have the quilt here? Or where's the quilt?
it's here.
So what Ellen and I did was we made a line drawing for the quilt that she had pieced, and then we stitched the line drawing onto just a piece of muslin, so that when her students came in, I'm going to go around so you can see. There's Ellen's quilt that she made. And basically, Ellen, tell them a little bit about what you covered in class.
We went over continuous line. We went over some different shapes, how to work with loops and swirls, and how to change them up.
Yeah, and so Ellen's got another class planned with some of my owners coming up, some ruler work. So it's just another thing that we're starting to offer, because we're getting a lot of more owners here locally. I don't know, sorry. Oh, and did you notice Ellen's cute haircut? So it's just another way that Ellen is putting her talents and her skills to use here in the studio. And just remember, we're planning that owners event for March of next year. I know that Ellen is going to be working up some stuff for that as well. And with these new functions from Pro Stitcher coming down the pike, I'm sure that I'm going to have some new stuff done too. All right, well, this was kind of a long one, but I didn't get you last week, so I had some time to make up for. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I got for you. Watch for me on the road. I love posting pictures when I go on the road. And I will drop some links below, anything we talked about and all of that. If you want to get in on this promotion, now is the time to reach out to us. And yeah. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being a follower, for all of your support, for all of your business. And until next time, from our studio to yours, happy quilting. Bye-bye.